Professor Code. There's a Forex Supermodel Racing Review and Forex Briefing for Tuesday the 15th of August 2023. Yesterday we had no racing because we were having a bit of a rethink, and today we're going to have a little go, so we're going to do test 7. So test 7, and we won't really finalise that till 11:12, latest 1 o'clock. So if you could do the usual, if a couple of you could do a quick message test, and I'll be able to update you on what we're doing. So that's the racing. So the racing was static at 66 units in profit overall from a peak of 79. So about 13 units have come off, and that's why we had a bit of a rethink on what we were doing. So that's that. Forex then. Forex, as you know, or you may know, we're buying the yen. So we're long the yen, so we're short these currencies in terms of the majors. So we're short dollar yen, short pound yen, and short euro yen on the minimums. So we're getting going against the trend at the moment. We're getting a bit of a hard time. It's broken out from this like sort of minor double triple top, and yeah, interestingly, even the BBC has done an article saying the Japanese economy is benefiting from a weak yen, but by the time the BBC have worked out what's going on, you know it's pretty much the end of it. And of course they're not really fully in favour of what's going on, because obviously a weak yen's good for exports, not so clever for a heavily reliant energy inputting economy like Japan, and so their import prices are going to be very steep at the moment, and the Japanese central bankers have potential to intervene shortly. So if you're long, if you're short the yen, you've got a wall of worry to contend with, and if you're long the yen, you're getting slowly pasted like we are. But as I say, we can go to the moon and back on the minimums, so it's not a problem. GB data just come out, GBP. Basically our economy in the UK here has been run into the ground by our genius Bank of England and politicians. So we're high tax now, low growth, and now we're starting to see we're mass immigration. So we're starting to see unemployment on the rise, and wages are kicking in because all the public sector workers are starting to drip, so we're getting what's known in the trade as stagflation. And once you get stagflation into the system, which basically means you've got inflation, you've got wage-driven inflation coupled with unemployment, low growth, and so the economy is pretty much stuffed. So and that will lead to a meltdown in the GBP at some stage, and a problem with our credit rating going forward. So anyway, all good fun. So that's where we are. So we're going to basically, if you could drop that couple of comments on, just put literally test if you don't want to speak to us. Just put test please, or test, and we'll sort that out on the racing. And that's what we're doing on the Forex. We're fighting the trend at the moment, and on the minimums, and we're waiting for an about turn in the yen. So anyway, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and goodbye.